Hi everybody, this is Miss Don One out of Mississippi girl. I'm coming to you to give you an update. I just did my weight loss introduction on July the 1st, and today is July the 3rd. It's my son's birthday, the day before the 4th of July. Willie, he's 16 today. Say hi, Willie. He in the bed over there. Say hi, Willie. He's shy. I guess he's camera shy. But anyway, to give you an update, to tell you what's been going on with me the last couple of days. I think in my last video, I was telling you all that I had stages that I was going through with my bariatric surgery, the pre-op stuff to get everything ready for the surgery. To elaborate, I have this form that I showed you on the last video. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's my my bariatric surgery evaluation and screening protocol form. And what this form is, it's a checklist of everything that I would have to do to meet the requirements for my insurance company. They already, what I found out this morning, they already did my insurance and submitted everything to the insurance company. They only said that I would have to do talk to a dietitian and do the nutritionist part, where they teach you what to eat, how to eat after bariatric surgery, and I guess pre-op before. I also found out that my insurance is gonna pay for everything, and it's a really good. My daughter just threw me off. I'm sorry. It's really what was I saying? Oh, about the insurance. They said that the insurance company is really good, and they said that they were going to pay and everything, but it was just a couple things that I needed to do, and that was talk to the dietitian and get the majority of this stuff on this list completed, and that would be it. I found out the other day that I have to pay a little money out of pocket, which is okay. I'm not sure if anyone else have to pay any out-of-pocket fees with their insurance. I slightly remember when I had my lap band put in back in 2007. The insurance that I had then, I didn't have to pay any out-of-pocket expenses for anything. I mean, pre-op, post-op, I didn't have to pay nothing. So I guess the different insurance companies and time changes, I guess they making you pay something out of pocket to have this done. I set up an account with the hospital, and I owe $1,100. So I'm hoping that that I can have that paid off by the time my surgery date. It shouldn't be a problem because I have a little time. I set my account up day before yesterday, I believe, and I have already set that up and made my first payment. So I wasn't able to make a very big payment because it's the first of the month and all my bills were due. So I just made a small payment on it, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks I will be able to make a bigger payment. And I guess the closer I get to completing this form, the bigger my payments are going to be. Because I'm trying to, hopefully I could get a date by the first part of August, or the end, or even the first part of September. It could be the middle of September, it's fine with me. I'm not rushing it or anything. And then it gives me time to pay the money without putting myself in a bind. So I know I can have it paid within 30 days, maybe less, just depends on, how things go here. I have 3 teenagers and a husband, And, you know, things happen. You never know what may happen. So, God forbid, you know, anything of happening. So I could get that fund taken care of. Anyway, off the insurance. So I'm pretty much thinking that that's a go with my insurance. I don't think I would have any worries there. Like I say, like I said earlier on my earlier video, that this sheet is in certain stages, but in phases. And I have already completed phase 1. Today I went to the hospital. My primary care physician sent me to the local hospital, and I had my chest x-ray and the pulmonary function test when you breathe in that little machine, and I did my ABGs, which is the arterial blood gases. He stuck me in my wrist. You see the little knot right there? It hurts so bad. I hate needles, but that hurt worse than just regular blood draw. I mean, I'm having little pains that's shooting up my arm. I'm not sure if anybody experienced that. They say that it's a lot of nerves in your wrist around that artery there, and that's what causes it to hurt so bad. But yeah, it was awful. Luckily my son was there, and he held my hand, and the guy that actually did my ABGs, he was a pro. He said that he had been doing it for over 30 something years, and you know, he was honest with me and told me he have missed, but 9 times out of 10 he normally hit it the first try. And I was frank, and I told him, I said, look, you know, I'm not knocking what you do. I said, but I mean, I'm more reluctant if you just drawing blood from here. I give you 3 goes. I said, but if you miss this wrist, you don't get another go. Get somebody else to stick. Because, I mean, you stick this one once, and you got once on this one, and after that, you ain't sticking me again. So, anyway, he was real good. He went in there, he got it the first try, not a problem, you know, so I was pleased. But it still hurt, and I had this test done maybe a couple of hours ago, and it still hurt. So, and if anybody have experienced that, leave me a comment down there, please. Oh, so I'm kind of, like I said before, going out of order. And the reason being is because a lot of this stuff I did early on in the game, when I thought that I was getting my band tightened, before I found out my band had actually slipped. They had me, before they was going to adjust my band, since it had been so long since I had an adjustment, they had me to do a lot of this stuff before she would actually tighten my band. So she had me to go in and do a GI and an EGD test. So, and some other tests too that I had to have done, nutritional classes and all that. So I did that less than 2-3 months ago. And so they told me that I wouldn't have to do it over. So that's why a lot of this stuff is going pretty fast for me. It's because a lot of this stuff I have already done. So I'm approaching stage 4, which is to do a mandatory pre-op education class. Now, like I say, I took half of those classes already. I think that this might be 3 or 4 more that I need to do. But from what she was telling me this morning, my insurance company don't require that I do that. But they do require that I meet with a dietitian or nutritionist or whatever. And they sit down with me and they go over how I should eat before and after surgery. And I have to start implementing it. I don't know how long I have to do this class, but I have to do that. And that's what my insurance requires. And then I have this knowledge quiz thing that I have to take. Well, and I got to do my psych eval. The psych eval appointment is not until the 9th. This particular psychologist did my psych eval for my lab band and they already have my records. Now, it's not one of the doctors that's on here, but I think that they're I called, and the lady said that they are in my network, so that's a plus. And being that he did my psych eval for my lap band, hopefully that I can get in there, he could pull my records and see that he did my eval for my first one, and just go ahead on and give me something the same day, and I won't have to come back to several sessions. If not, it's gonna be another setback, because a lot of psychologists in Mississippi, I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but they prefer that you pay up front the money. And some majority of them, like the ones I have X'd out on here, they wanted $300 and $400 up front just to do my psych eval. And then they was like, well, then if your insurance company pay, then you could take that money, well, we'll file it for you, or you can file it yourself, and then once they cut a check, they'll send you a check, and you just keep it, so. And that's just, I mean, it won't be a problem if they in my network and in my insurance pay, but there's something to think about. And plus, I'm already having to pay the $1,100 pre-op surgery, so that's a bit much. So I'm trying to go the cheapest way out I possibly can. And then this stuff at the top, all this stuff is just say that if medically indicated, I will have to do that. So it hasn't been medically indicated for me to get those done, and it just say skip down to phase 3. I just completed phase 3 today. At the doctor's office, I had all of my screening tests, pre-screening tests completed today, and that was what I was saying earlier, the chest x-ray, the arterial blood gases, and the CXR, which is the chest x-ray. And previously, a few months ago, I had the EGD done. That's how we found out, I guess, my gland had slipped through the EGD in the upper GI. So that was done. Besides the band slippage, everything with those 2 tests were normal. Far as I know, all my tests that I had done today were normal, because I was asking as they were doing the test. And the guy was telling me, and some of the other people was like, everything look okay, but the doctor has the final say so. So hopefully everything went well, and so hopefully after the 9th I would immediately hit stage 4, which is to make sure that I got everything completed on back and front, and then go to my mandatory pre-op education to make sure I got all that. And if all is that complete, then I won't have to do nothing but pre-op clinic visit with my surgeon, do a pre-op